there, people of the world, and welcome to today's episode of Coffee Chats with Jax. Today I want to make a video that is celebrating dreamers. I'm inspired by someone if they are living authentically. I know that that's really easy for me to say, and I know that the word authentic gets tossed around a lot. But when you look at what it actually means and what it actually looks like when someone lives a life that is authentic to who they are, whether they authentically love scrubbing toilets, whether they are authentically called to be a waitress, or a CEO, or work in a company, or write books, or sing songs, if that is what is true in their heart and that is their dream that they are chasing all out, then I am so inspired by that. And I had some conversations yesterday with some friends that really just brought the dreamerness out of me. These people aren't just dreamers, but these people are doers. Like, anyone can think of something in their head that they want to accomplish. Anyone can think of something in their head that they someday might want to do, or all talk. But it's the people that actually do. Those are the people that I'm inspired by. It's the people that take the next step of faith, that take the step out and hold their hands out and be like, okay, I'm doing this, I'm in. Like, what's next? Whether that is the minimal task of turning the next page, whether that is the task of just sharing what is on their heart and taking the next step forward, whatever that looks like, they're doing it, and that's when I'm inspired. That is honestly one of the biggest reasons why I love the city of Los Angeles. This city is where the dreamers come. Like, this city is the one that calls out to them. This city is the one that people move to chase their dreams. Like, this is the city that raids out the other cities and the other towns of the dreamers that don't fit in because it calls them here. Like, this is where they gather. It's kind of like the land of misfits in a way. It's the people that didn't fit in the ABC culture that they grew up in, or the ABC culture that they thought that was just the only way to live. This is where they come to chase those dreams, and that's why I love making new friends here, and I love having conversations, just asking questions, seeing what is on someone's heart to do next, and watching these people not only talk about it, but take the next step and do it. And it takes someone willing to put in the work to do it, and that's what they're doing. It's not just daydreaming and staring at the clouds. You actually have to work at it. Being an entrepreneur is not easy. You have to put in the work. If you have a dream that you want to make happen, you have to do it. And yes, you might fail. I failed so many times. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. That's life. Things that we're going to try are not going to go as planned all the time. Things that we're going to do are gonna go wrong. But it's when you get up and keep moving, that's what makes you who you are. That's what makes you successful. It's how you handle those failures. It's what you take from them and learn from them. I'm so inspired by people who can look back at their failures and instead of beat themselves up about it or mope or just give up, instead, they pull out what they've learned from those failures. They pull out what it taught them and they use that moving forward, and that's how they have success. You can't have success without failure, because failure comes when you try. And you can't have success without trying. Another conversation that I was having yesterday with my other friend when we were climbing a mountain is that we were talking about what we want this year to look like, and I was kind of telling her what was on my list. I was feeling kind of down because when I moved here to LA, I came from like kind of a bunch of issues in my life coming up to the surface, and I was wallowing in that a little bit and seeing that as really like defining my next season of life in LA, and I was bumming hard, and this friend like gave me the best pep talk I've had in I don't know how long. But all she did was speak truth into me. All she did was speak life into me. And this is a friend who has seen me in both extremely hard circumstances, extremely good circumstances, and just day-to-day life. That's someone who knows me. I've known this girl for like 3 or 4 years, and this is someone who really knows me and was able to speak life into me, and I walked away from this conversation feeling so much better. She was telling me, she's like, Jackie, this doesn't have to be a hard season for you. You get to look at LA and see joy and see life, because this is home. You came back home. I'm here with community. I'm here with people who know me and love me. And she was like, Jackie, this list of like goals and dreams you have for 2018, things that you think is a 10, make that a level 1 and then keep dreaming. No, this doesn't mean everything I ever dream in the world is gonna come true. I'm not naive enough to think that. But why not at least try? Why not at least try and put the next step forward and see what can happen? Why not step out in faith, you guys? I get it, because I think that a lot of us have grown up with this way of life instilled in our brains and our hearts on what the right way to do life is and what the right thing is. You go to school, you get the big office job, you get a family, retire, and that's it. That's great for a lot of people, but that doesn't mean that that is just the formula to life. That doesn't mean that that is just what we're supposed to do. We don't all have to fit into this status quo of white picket fence America with the big job and the big building. That's an incredible thing, and I love when people get to do that because they want to do that and they love that. But that doesn't mean that that is this formula that we have to fit into if that's not authentic to us. So if that's authentic to you, go do it. Go to school. Go get the big fancy job. Go get the house, the family, I love that. But I'm gonna do what's authentic to me. just like I want you to do what's authentic to you. So if you're a dreamer, don't just be a dreamer, but be a doer after. Your dreams matter. Dream bigger and then do it. And don't be afraid of failure, because it will probably happen. I have lots of failures. If you want to know more about those failures, read my book, shameless plug, link in the description box below. One of my dreams is to be an author, and I published my first book last year called Be Free, and if you want to support that, then it would mean the world if you went and read it and checked it out. That's a huge thing to me, really big deal, so if you want to learn more about me and my story, the book link is in the description box below, or if you want to join my Patreon page, which is where my online ministry is ran, you can get more involved in what it is that I'm doing, get more involved in these conversations, because these are the things that change my life, real conversations like this, the ones that I share about with my friends. So if you want to be a part of that and a part of the spreading of truth and positivity on the internet, go check out Patreon, link in the description box below. I love you guys, and I will see you next week.